Now we'll see some locating principles. Okay. For the locating methods, it can be the workpiece, because as I told you, locating and clamping is quite important of making any designs. Okay, for for particular component, the locating and clamping is the major aspect. So we have to think more carefully on this. So a workpiece can be located from a plane surface, from profile, or it can be cylindrical surface. Okay. So from the plane surface, we can see there are various buttons, pins, or pads can be used. Okay. There can be buttons can be used, pins or pads can be used. You can see this is your pad. Okay. It generally comes with the brass material because it has very less friction. Okay, so you can see different pins can be used at the end so that your component can be located. Some side buttons can be used, the vertical buttons can be used. Okay, so I gave you that profile example. You can see this is your component. Okay, exactly, we have to make a profile so that the component can be nested properly. Okay, as I told you, this this picture, to understand it's required more time, so I just quickly going through the slide. Okay, so even though the job can be located by the outer profiles by the help of these pins as well. Okay, locating pins. Okay, location from the cylinder. Yeah, there are various standard pins are coming in the market, or you can use dowel pins as well. You can see the different pins. Okay, you can see this is your V location. It can be, the location from the cylinder. Okay, so various type of quick action V locator. You can see it can be hinged over here. It can be directly, it will move different direction. Okay, so we'll move. You can see the location of the cylinder. There are, various V. I will give you this example, particular this V, because this is very much important during the manufacturing process, because if this V is not perpendicular to each other, okay, this has to be exactly 90-degree. Otherwise, what will happen? There may be a chances of axis misalignment. Okay, if this is a 1-degree error in this two faces, so this will deflect on the this. If you are requiring a hole on this surface, okay, so it will deflect the error. So it is always quite important to have a right angle V. Okay, now coming to this point, people are making some mistake while drilling on this surface. Okay, it is not advisable. It is always has to be toward the clamping pressure, because you are resting this component on this surface and you are doing the drilling on this surface. It is not advisable. So it can be eccentric or offset towards this center. Okay, so this has to be very careful in mind. Okay, now location of cylinder. Most important thing, the use of diamond locators. Okay, diamond shaped locators. Okay, because in the design activity, this is very much of you know use of these diamond pins, because whenever there is a I will give you some example. Manufacturing of connecting rod. Okay, manufacturing of connecting rod of an engine. Okay, in this case, the distance between the connecting rod is quite important. Okay, this is very much of close tolerance, right. There will be chances of plus or minus 0.01 mm. So this is very much of close tolerance. Okay, so in that case, if you go with the two closed pins, it is very much of difficult to locate the job. Okay, so in that case, we have to use one solid pin, which is your principal locator, and one will be your second locator, which is a diamond shape. Okay, so why it is required diamond shape? Because one has to be little bit of down, and there will be only very less contact area. Okay, because of less contact area, it will chances of more to locate the job properly, and it is always 8% of a full circle pin. Okay, if you consider the whole circle, it will only locate the 8% of the component. Okay, that is why it is called diamond. This is diamond shaped pin. Okay, so V locator already easily be seen, and there are some adjustable V locators. We can see over here. This is your adjustable V block. There are some different guideways. So by adjusting this hand screw knob, we can slide from either direction. Okay, like this way. So your any type of work can be adjusted according to your length of the workpiece. Some bush locators are being used like this. Bush locators, you can see this is also a locator. Also, this holds the workpiece. Okay. So next one, cavity locators. As I told you, we have to create some nest or cavity for particular type of components. So directly, the workpiece can be nested on the nest. Okay, there may be some kind of spring jack type pin locators being used. Okay, why it is because it can adjust the workpiece height. Okay, because of this spring locator, we can adjust the workpiece height. Okay, it is also comes with the wedge type. Okay, so whenever you just put clamping towards any direction, okay, you can it will lift the this jack pin because of this wedge taper. Okay, and this is also a spring located. So whenever you release the pressure, it will come, it will go up, and whenever you just put pressure, it will go down. Okay. So there are some problems with cylindrical locators as well. Okay, the problems are like the jamming and clearance, and these are actually common issues in the design process. Like if there is a chances of because of location, there are very close tolerances there. Okay, so we have to think on such a way that there should not be any jamming, because whenever there is a assembly of whenever you put some locators, okay, you can see the component can be slightly tapered. Okay, so whenever this happens, it always jams in the workpiece. So to avoid that, we have to give some of relief. Okay, so we can control the jamming. Okay, some kind of design aspects, how this can be designed. Okay, if the location diameter is, let's say, the D, then these are some dimensional aspects for making some designs. Okay, okay, this is also one type of point we can avoid jamming by giving some kind of access to this. Okay, this kind of design we can provide for eliminating the jamming process. Okay, you can see over here some kind of relief is given. Okay, there will be relief given for the location.